Alright players, and welcome to Overactive. It's RageMaster here with a guide to semi-competence for the character Bishop. Basically Bishop is a grammaton cleric from Equilibrium, if you've ever seen that film. To explore some of his skills, we're going to go over to the training booth, select field test config A, and while that loads, we are just going to practice with teleportation. Teleportation is really important to get locked down, because it's the same for every character, and you'll notice that you've got a pink bar right above the gun. That shows the amount of teleport charge you've got. If you start slamming the teleport, it'll drain, but it will recover over time. So different characters have got different amounts in the tank. Most teleport able character is the ninja character. Bishop sort of sits medium in that category. But yes, if you spend a lot of time with teleport, it's probably worth just saying nail it before you move on to pretty much anything else, because maneuverability is pretty much life in this game. We're going to enter the booth now. We're going to start getting a few kills. Obviously headshots are advantageous and are instant kills with Bishop, generally speaking, depending on your difficulty. Bishop's a really good character for noobs and for vets. It's like really strong all the way through the game, all the way through leveling him up as well. You'll start with just one pistol to begin with. After you've unlocked the second pistol, you'll be up to a pretty sizable amount of DPS when you get your pistols going. Probably the second skill to practice is laying out DPS. Essentially, you want to be able to rinse a set of magazines in about 2 seconds. 3 seconds or less maybe. Just basically you just want to practice getting out your shots. So yeah, just testing out there. Something I didn't know was that there isn't actually any hard limit on the refire rate of your pistols. It literally is however fast you pull the trigger. So that's basically standard controls. We'll go through the skills now that aren't passive, that you have to trigger. First one's going to be charge shot. You just hold the trigger down, you'll get a charged up pistol, and just aim and fire. Now this projectile used to go through almost everything, including the arena. Now it just goes through enemies. It does have a certain travel time to it. It's still a strong skill, normally kills in one. And if it doesn't kill in one, then you can amplify your DPS on multiple targets by getting lineups. I'll see if I can demonstrate that for you when we go into an actual game. And next we're going to go for the fusion charge shot, which is pretty cool. You just charge both pistols. You wait for the effect, bring the pistols together and fire. Essentially what it is an explosive projectile which explodes when it hits a wall or an enemy and causes an area of effect damage. And it's pretty strong damage as well. Really good against ninjas, really good against packs of enemies. Even strong enemies, just generally an all-round good skill to keep using in those critical moments. We can move on to that. We're going to the rapid fire. Bullet Storm. Basically what Bullet Storm does is enables rapid fire on the pistols and gives you infinite ammo for that duration. And I do believe the bullets might be slightly more powerful during Bullet Storm, but they're not as accurate. Trigger that again as soon as we can. Blind kill, see that one? Alright, so Bullet Storm's back on. The trick with Bullet Storm is to get on the triggers straight away as soon as you trigger the skill. For every moment that you don't squeeze the trigger during that skill's active period is DPS that you've wasted essentially, so just remember to pull that trigger. Really good if you're surrounded, really good if you're up against a big boss and you concentrate fire on the head. Pretty good skill. And of course it's not the best one. Best always save till last, right? The best one is of course Time Warp, which basically slows everything down, allows you to do some pretty cool tricking. And it also does extra damage. Your bullets get a buff. I think bullets seem to be about twice as powerful when you're in Time Warp. So Time Warp's really good against anything with lots and lots of health, or you just basically just need to clear an entire area. Pretty much kill everything around you and more, like, so With Time Warp, see if we can trigger it again as soon as it's cooled down. It's got a pretty big cooldown on it, but it's worth a lot in battle. It's worth a hell of a lot, so worth waiting for. Let's clear the field. Yeah, I reckon that's about 40 seconds, something like that maybe. So throughout the game you're going to get enemies that will fire projectiles at you by like this guy, Bishop. Even with a small play space it's easy to dodge. You just got to remember to step in and out of your central position. If you've got a spare combat moment, return to the centre of your play space. And if you need to dodge, just always step out from your play space, but no further than you need to. You're restricted, like I am. I don't want to put my hand through a window. I've got Time Warp up again. I'll trigger this. And generally, you're going to be surrounded by enemies, so I'm going to practically try and lay out as many shots as I can. With Time Warp, I should be able to get 2 reloads in. So that's basically how you want to be using the Time Warp. The more bullets you can get off during the duration of the skill. Remember, it's whatever you're shooting times 2. There is a damage buff on your shots, so it's really good. You've got multiple massive mechs coming at you, and that's the skill you want to choose. Either way, you want to try and keep your skills in a manner whereby you're using them. You want to have something on cooldown at all times, otherwise wasting potential power. Yeah, one thing I will show you as well with the fusion shot. Let's go outside for this one. Fusion shot's got this ability, which a lot of people don't know about. Charge it. Oh, tracking. Charge it. Shoot it. Shoot it again. And if anybody's ever played Unreal Tournament and used the shock rifle, that's exactly how that works. So you can air burst one of your projectiles. So for instance, if you've got a large amount of drones overhead, that can be really useful. Just to cover a few unknown, rare sort of features. Pistols will stay in whatever holster you put them in, so if you've correspondingly taken them out the wrong holsters, yeah, they'll remain there until you put them back. This allows you to do some pretty crazy holster draws, as long as you don't drop your pistol like I just did there. And let's go into gun throwing, right? So if you throw a weapon, especially if you get a headshot. Oh, that stunned you, didn't it, son? You another one. Pretty hard to do in combat. Hardly any practical application. I mean, you can always reload, right? You don't have to just discard your guns. But as with all weapons, if you let loose of them, they'll normally respawn in their holstered positions within about 2 or 3 seconds. In addition to the throwing, you can always melee attack. Headshots kill. An effective technique still. Some of the moves that you might want to know as Bishop is double click the grips on the control method that I use at least. You'll do some pretty cool gun spinning. Man, I could probably get good with that. Oh, I think I found my next couple of hours of VR gaming right there. Yeah, so Bishop can be a lot of fun. If you do like those action films, Equilibrium, Ultraviolet, Resident Evil, any of those fantastic action films with crazy, ridiculous gun sequences in, then you'll enjoy Bishop a lot. We're going to finish up with the training now. What I would do, guys, is if you're interested in getting good at Bishop, just take a look at some of the videos that I put out. Check the channel check our raw data playlist, and just have a look at how the stage is played out. I'll probably do maybe a part 2, perhaps, to Bishop, if you're interested, and it is worth mentioning that all this information is subject to change, because this is early access currently. There's still a whole new character to come in this game, the Archer character, and I will be covering that character in depth in the future. But look out for guides on Boss and Saija, and hopefully we'll catch you guys in the future. It's been RageMaster signing out. Comments in the comment section, like if you like, subscribe if you want more.